L hooks too. Yeah, baby. What's under the couch? He's got lists stuck under the couch. You need the broom? Well, that's smart to know that you can use the broom to get them out. Hey guys, so I'm waiting for Daniel to pick me up. Guess what I found? Praise God, just for the heck of it. I was sitting here thinking, I asked a guy about a gate and he never got back with me. So I was going to check if I'd missed it somehow, because you know, 2 days without off and on internet. And I couldn't remember if I saved it or not, so I just hit in the search gates, and about 3 things down showed a 10-foot, it said 2 10-foot gates. So I clicked on it because that was not the thing I'd seen before. Hold on 1 second. Pause. Just pause. And I know that I need a 10-foot one for the yard, for that new gate fence that'll be going across there, but I was thinking, well, I've got that really big area now that I wasn't planning to have. If I wanted to shoot a little bit of a fence out across there, then leave 10-foot space. And it's still 10 foot, big enough for a tractor. So, out by the new stalls, he only wants $100 for 2 of them. So I know that at Tractor Supply for a 10-foot gate, it was $129 or $139. So if he was wanting $100 a piece, I was going to pass, because he had already said they had a little bit of rust, but nothing that, you know, impaired the function of the gate. But still, $100 for one used gate with some rust compared to maybe $29 more for brand new. I thought, you know, if that's what, but he didn't. He wanted $100 for both gates. So Daniel's on his way to get me. He was in the middle of trying to do something. He didn't have to stop. I was hoping that Coda was gone already, and then me and Mom and Levi could rode together in my truck. We could have got something to eat on the way home, but got up there, met him, got it done really quick, because he said there were other people that were starting to see, because he just posted it not that long ago. Now there's people popping in, and said he was sorry he didn't get back to me so soon. He has a lot of interest in the gates, and I said, can I come now? And he said yes, and he sent the address like immediately. So then when Mama said she couldn't because Coda was still there, I thought, well, let me see if Daniel's on his way home yet. And he said he's at home already. And I said, well, are you busy? And he, you know, I always feel like I'm going to interfere. I do feel like I'm interfering, and tonight I know I interfere, because he was just fixing to start doing the fertilizer stuff and the seeds spreading and stuff. And I said, okay, don't worry about it. I said, I can drive myself. I just thought somebody would go with me, but Mom couldn't, but it's fine. I said, you don't have to go. And he goes, no, I'll come. Just tell him, can it be about 7? Well, I knew I couldn't go back to the guy and ask him about 7, because he basically said his interest, first come, first serve. If I wanted to come, tell him I'm coming now, then it would be me. And so I said, I'm coming now. I said, GPS says it takes 48 minutes to get there, and I have to stop at the bank or the ATM. And he said, okay. And so I was like, okay. But now I feel like I've put Daniel out, and I hate that. I hate feeling like I'm putting somebody out. That's why I try not really hard to have to ask for too much help. But anyway, he's on his way. I'm very excited. Maybe I can buy him dinner. I know we didn't get to do the job he wanted to do, but I do feel bad. I feel really bad. And I'm perfectly capable of driving by myself, but I was going to be going to get 2 gates, and, you know, it's the country, and I can already see, you know, it looks like it's very wooded there, and I just thought it'd be safer to have somebody with me, and it will be, because my brother will be with me. So I'm waiting for him to pick me up. Yeah. So pray we get these gates, and pray Daniel's not too upset that I've interrupted his evening. All right, love you guys. I'll see you in a little bit. Good morning. All right, so I'm sitting right here in my yard for a second. I didn't film the gates last night because thought something was in my hair, but it was on the camera. It was dark when we got home, and I already know that some of you guys complain a little bit when I'm video in the dark because you can't see anything. So I thought, I'm not going to try to video tonight. But they're laying on the other side of my truck over here in the driveway. nice gates. And we got them. When we got back, it was dark, and so I couldn't. And I did buy him dinner on the way back. When I knew we were about 10 minutes from town, I placed on my app, placed an order at Whataburger, because that's his place to eat, and it's Levi's, definitely Levi's place to eat. And so we got our meals mixed up. He wanted double meat with mustard. I don't like mustard. I like mustard on a corn dog. But me and Levi usually, ours are mayonnaise. And I thought that they wrap the mustard burgers in yellow paper and the mayonnaise burgers in white paper. So there was 3 bags: Levi's meal, my meal, Daniel's meal. Well, I looked down in mine, and it was yellow paper. And I looked in, but Levi's, it was yellow paper, and there was yellow paper in the other one. So my meal, okay, they do it on that. If you guys have ever ordered, if you know what I'm talking about, but when you order in the app and you click that it's going to be a meal, then I've got called Kim's Favorites, and it's Levi's and mine, and it pops up Whataburger, onion rings, Diet Coke. And if you want to see the details of it, you click it, and then it breaks it down. Like, you can see that I wanted cheese. You can see that I wanted, lettuce. No, I didn't want onions. You can see that I added bacon or not. You can see, and then you can see that I ordered onion rings, and then it breaks it all down. And when they bring them out to you, your order is in your bag, because that was one meal. That meal is in this bag, and the other meal is in this bag. Well, all the bags were wrapped in yellow paper. So I knew my meal would have onion rings with it. So I didn't even look at that one. I looked at these 2. And basically, Levi's and Daniel's would have been the same. They were the exact same sandwich, except for Daniel's was double meat. And, well, that's not true. Levi's was not yellow. Levi's was white. So in this bag there was 2 yellow bags. That meant 2 yellow packaging. That meant 2 of those burgers. In my mind, I thought that meant they were mustard. And I thought, dadgum, they didn't put mustard on mine. But I'm thinking, well, because it's in the bag with the onion rings. So then here's 2 bags. This is a mayonnaise, because it's white paper, and a french fry. This is a mustard, what I believe is mustard, and a french fry. So it's got to be Daniel's, right? So I give him, because he eats it on the way home. Me and Levi wait till we get home to eat. He eats his. Why didn't he say, this is not, they messed up my order, it's not a double meat? He just ate that sandwich and then I guess he was starving, didn't even realize. Because I got home, did my outside chores, because it was dark. I am slowly sinking, because this ground is so wet right now. And this chair, these pokey legs are just going down in the dirt. So I get out and do all my night chores. I come back in. I set down our drinks. I tell Levi he has to clean his area, because he's not going to eat with that dirty area. I know we're just eating at the coffee table, but he's got lists and pens and crayons and trash bag of lists and paper. And I was like, no, you got to clean this area up. 2 glasses of empty, that was, well, I guess was tea, but they were empty. I said, you got to clean this mess up before you can eat. So I went and took off my good clothes, and then I went ahead and put on my nightgown and come back down the hallway. He cleaned up all his mess, and then we sat down to eat. And first off, number one, I don't like to eat at 8 o'clock, but that's what time it was. We normally eat dinner at 5 or 6. But it was 8. And he starts eating his, and everything's good. I checked some stuff on my phone first, and then I unwrapped, and immediately I seen that I had 2 meats and mustard. So I'm just thinking, Daniel ate a burger last night that was, maybe it had mustard on it. I most definitely know mine had mustard on it, but I'm assuming if he ate my burger, he got bacon and he got mayonnaise, and he never noticed. You didn't chew that burger and realize you was eating bacon too. Anyway, it was. I'm just not a mustard burger eater, and I had to force that because I was starving by that time. We'd done waited so late in the afternoon to get gone, and then it was dark when we got back. I had to feed it. I was hungry, and so he got my bacon hamburger with mayonnaise, and I got his double meat burger with mustard. Ugh. Anyway, so the gates are out here. I'm fixing to. We're gonna get rain in a little bit. It's still morning, but it's very overcast. I've got feed in the back of my truck. I need to get to the barn. I gotta do that first. I've got to go give Molly. I gotta let Molly and the goats out, and then I've got to give Katie her bottle. It's ready. It's on the counter, but it was really hot. I got it too hot this time. I was letting it cool off. And then, if it's not raining, I'm gonna start on this. McCoy's dropped off the other boards I needed to finish that end of the room. So I'm going to bring them up onto the porch, so they'll be out of they're under my carport. I wasn't here when he dropped them off. I was up at Mom and Dad's with that fiasco of those people trying to build in those carports, and they just got all out of whack. In fact, Mom called me like, come down here right now. You've got to come now. The carport can't go and you got to help your daddy. He don't know what to do. He's walking all around us. I was like, okay, I'm coming. Well, she must have called Daniel too, so he came on home. And so Daniel and Bree, I helped a little bit toward the end, but they got all those trees. I took them up on the tractor at the end so Bree could hold a limb and Daniel could cut it. And so we got that all cleaned up underneath those live oaks closer to Dad's shop. And that's where his tractor and his camper will sit. Looks like Dad going down the road. And the AT&T guy following him. They're trying to get their AT&T back. The Starlink is evidently really, really good and fast for bringing things in. But when Dad tries to upload, he can't hardly get Daddy has to come down here and sit underneath Buddy's barn or the pavilion and upload his video. So they're getting their AT&T back. Anyway, it was kind of a fiasco for a little bit. We got it all figured out, and Daniel came home and we got all that, so then he went back to work. So yesterday was like crazy, so I didn't get hardly anything done. But McCoy's dropped off my boards, so I would have been working. If I hadn't been down there, I would have been working on the house. But I was tired when I came in from being down there, and I thought if I could just sit here for 5 minutes before I start I was going to start yesterday afternoon. And I thought, but I just want a glass of tea and sit here for a minute. And so that's when I grabbed my phone and thought, well, let me check and see if that gate I found on Marketplace, if that man ever answered, because my internet had been in and out the last 2 days. Buddy's got it all fixed now, but it was out. And so I thought, well, maybe he answered me in the time that I didn't have internet. And then I couldn't remember if I saved it or not, so I just went straight to Marketplace and typed in gates. And just a couple down was this, it said new listing or previous, no, I think it said new listing or just listed or something like that. And it was these two 10-foot gates. And I just, after I corresponded with that guy back and forth, the other gate was 125, but it was a 12-foot gate. And it was that flat, it wasn't the tube gates, it was that flat, it's an older style flat metal. Usually had that little slide that slid back and forth to lock it. Anyway, hard to explain, but I just thought, you can't beat that price. I mean, you can't beat that. That's $50. I mean, to beat that, you'd have to be less than $50 per gate. And they're like $129 or $139 new. So we got them. Praise God, I got them. And I'm going to get some stuff done here before the rain comes. And then I'm going to try, even if it's raining, maybe to work a little bit off my porch. I can, you know, as long as it's not a blowing rain, we've got a breeze, but as long as the rain don't blow in, I can work off my porch even in the rain. But if it starts blowing in, I'll want to, you know, go on in the house and just catch it up another time. Anyway, let me show you all these gates real quick. One of them, well, they both have a little rust on them, but that's not a big deal. One does have a dent in like the center vertical support, but it doesn't. I'm going to turn the camera. It wasn't just lists. There's only 3 lists under the couch. The other is trash.
Yeah, pins.
Pens, crayons, and trash. Levi Wells.
I pick my pins up.
Well, you're going to pick all that up. You're going to pick all that trash up.
Put in my new bag.
A day in the life. All right, I've finally cooled off. I just come in from feeding up outside. So I didn't get to the bedroom today. I went down to Mom and Dad's. Well, I had to come in here and clean out from underneath the couch so he could find his pens and his lists. And so I made him straighten up some stuff. Then I went down to Mom's real quick and I moved around the table, that new little dresser that she picked up, and I had gotten the knobs as a gift. So we moved that from the corner down to the other side. It's not behind Dad's chair, but it's off to the side of Dad's chair a little bit on that wall. Cause she wants, well, her treadmill came in today, so I think Ben was going to put that together, and she wants to put it in that corner on the, you know, the fireplace that's in the center. She's got that new tall table on this side of the fireplace, so she wants her treadmill on this side where that little white table sat, white dresser. So anyway, I went down and helped her. I moved that, and then put her table all back. But she wants a bigger rug because she said pulling out that tall table for Sunday dinners, when people, you know, when they need to pull it out for Sunday dinners, they've already scraped up the floor. So although I can tell you right now that I can say, Mom, you don't have to get a bigger rug. Why don't I just get you the little gliders that go onto the bottom of these legs, and then it'll slide across here really easy.
Probably the y'all going here towards drive up.
Who?
Well, the opera.
Okay.
Yeah, can you watch for
Okay, I'll do it. Hold on. I could tell her that, and she would be disappointed that there was actually a solution, because I deep down know in my heart that woman wants wall-to-wall carpet in that house, and she knows that mentally she knows that she cannot physically have wall-to-wall carpet because they worry about the floods. And I hate, it hurts my heart that her and Dad have to live like this now, worrying about floods and how they have to keep their house a certain way. But she wants carpet to go under the table. We're at the dining room table, and come all the way to sort of the opening that you sort of transition into the kitchen, so sort of like right there. That way, when that table gets pulled out, it'll be on a rug and it won't be scraping the floor. So I told her I would take her tomorrow to look at that. I got to pick up a grocery order, and I'm out of cat food on the back porch, so I need cat food, and then I need dog food, and he wants Shipley donuts and a Dr. Pepper. So we're gonna, okay. Anyway, so when I got done down there with that, I got home and I moved the feed and all that kind of stuff, and I was so hot, and I come in and sat down, turned that fan on, blowing on me, drinking my tea. Then Steph came over and visited for a little while. She was here an hour or so, and we were talking about the roof and what's going on with insurance and whatnot. And anyway, I never got anything done except for the wood moved to the porch. I got the siding that they brought me, and I was out at Mom and Dad's when they brought it, and they put it under the carport. I got that to the porch, but never got further than that. So hopefully I'll work on that some tomorrow afternoon, finish it up Monday, and y'all will see that video on Tuesday. I don't want to rush it either, because going up so far is going to be real easy, but when it gets to those, it's kind of like I'm having to do steps. You know, the door to the bedroom's higher, then you drop down to the height of the closet doors.
Now,
So,
in Waco,
what?
Pizza Hut there?
Do I know if there's a Pizza Hut in Waco?
No,
Well, I can look it up.
I need them.
We're going to Waco during the Thanksgiving break, and he's already worried about what he might eat. Poor baby. Anyway, so that's I never really got to it, and I did other things and never got around to it, so that's fine. Anyway, I'm going to go. I guess this video y'all will get out tomorrow, Saturday morning. So y'all have, I'll get you the peanut butter in just a minute. Y'all, pray y'all have a good weekend, and God bless y'all, and I will see you later. Katie, I'm trying to do a video.